Network. The Steelers made headlines Wednesday, trading wide receiver George Pickens to the Cowboys. Dallas also receiving a 2027 sixth-round pick, while Pittsburgh gets a 2026 third-rounder and a 2027 fifth-rounder, all according to NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero. Pickens is entering his fourth season and is the only player over the past 3 seasons with 50-plus receptions, 800-plus receiving yards, at an average of 15-plus yards per catch. Meantime, the reigning Super Bowl champion Eagles have agreed to a rework contract with tight end Dallas Goedert for NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo. Goedert is now locked in through the 2025 season. And the Rams are headed to Hawaii. The team announcing it'll hold its June minicamp in Maui, dubbing it the Maui Camp. The event aims to connect with fans and raise funds following the devastating wildfires that struck the island in 2023. This has been NFL Network Now on the West Wing One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Lowe's knows a thriving yard starts with quality care. Right now, get Miracle-Gro 3/4 cubic foot all-purpose garden soil for just $2. Was $4.58. Plus, get a free Select Ego 56-volt trimmer or blower with the purchase of a Select Ego 56-volt mower. The best yard starts with the best deals. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/14. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
Well, happy Thursday to you. It is the 8th day of May, 2025. And coming up, a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather. We'll go in depth with the weather, look ahead to the weekend, let you know what's happening and what to expect so you can make plans. And, of course, we're heading into Mother's Day weekend. Yeah, Saturday, Mother's Day in Mexico. Sunday, Mother's Day in the U.S. And Mom deserves that you celebrate each and every day. Okay? Let's see. What's going on around the world? Well, Ranker just posted a list of the top revenge songs of all time. Or as it's formally known, Taylor Swift's greatest hits. Yeah, well, I think she's made a career out of that. And now, how long has she been with Travis Kelce? Yeah, that's a new record, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, well. Are you hungry?
Always.
Okay. Well, something that is now a real thing. Deep fried Oreos wrapped in bacon. Okay. Soon to not be a thing. Functioning arteries. Yes, deep fried Oreos wrapped in bacon come with their own defibrillator. Oh, boy.
Bacon grease and the Oreo cream, you know. Just makes its way to
deep
the
frying. What does that do to the cream in the middle if you deep fry them?
That's what I'm wondering. I feel like the bacon grease gets in there and it you know,
all sorts of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's see. What else is going on? Lots of events this weekend. As we mentioned, it's Mother's Day, Saturday and Sunday. So you get to celebrate twice, right?
Fun. I like it.
Yes. Okay. We've got birthdays to celebrate as well. Oh, and Time Magazine's list of the most influential people is now public, and Snoop Dogg was named. Snoop Dogg? Wait a minute. Snoop Dogg, shouldn't he be named to Time's most under the influence people? I'm still trying to grasp that unholy relationship between Snoop and Martha Stewart.
Hey, she didn't snitch.
Okay. We've got birthdays. Are you ready?
Birthday time.
Okay, let's jump in with our big shot birthdays. Singer Tony Tennille, 85. No word on the captain. You'd think by now he would have been promoted. Singer Philip Bailey is 74. Drummer Alex Van Halen is 72. Actor David Keith, 71. Actor Raul Max Trujillo from Mayans Motor MC, he's 70. The NFL Today commentator and former NFL coach Bill Howard is 68. Actor Melissa Gilbert, Little House on the Prairie, 61. Singer Enrique Iglesias, 50. Actor Matt Davis, 47. Actor Domhnall Gleeson is 42. And let's see, actor Julia Whalen is 41. We've got local birthdays. Attention, 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 furniture and mattress buyers. For the absolute lowest prices on the best selection of furniture and mattresses anywhere, you need to make a trip to Houston's Yuma Furniture. Yuma Ashley and Rooms Now. Because nobody can beat their prices. Nobody. With 3 huge stores and 1 massive warehouse, they have what you want in stock. Sofas, sectionals, and reclining furniture, dining sets, bedrooms, and mattresses, and best of all, with their large in-stock selection, it's available for immediate delivery, or take it home today. For the absolute lowest price on furniture and mattresses, go to Houston's Yuma Furniture, 3052 South Avenue B, Yuma. Ashley at 2790 South 4th Avenue. And Rooms Now, just enter through Yuma Ashley. 3 big stores, the lowest furniture and mattress prices. It's Yuma's Houston's Furniture. And guys, you want to make points? Take mom, take your wife to Houston's Yuma Furniture and let them shop without you smirking, rolling your eyes, or huffing and puffing. We have happy birthday wishes for Adrian Duran, Ruben Guzman, Sandra Loya, Violetta Wilkins, Phyllis Littrell, Michaela Wayne, Miguel Martinez, Maria Diaz, Manuel Butner, Leah Daughtry, Destiny Rogers, Daniel Maris, Dylan Morales, Amanda Thomas, and Carlos Necochea. Happy birthday from Kxo. Well, it's Carlos's birthday today, and I'm sure Donnie will celebrate with a piece of cake. Donnie and Carlos, inseparable. Okay, and Carlos, Donnie, Louise will be coming to visit us on Saturday and going to be with us for about 3 weeks. So we'll see if Donnie and Louise, not to be... confused with Donnie and Marie. Okay. Anyway, anything else exciting, Jared?
Exciting? No. Well, just the temperatures, going to get ready for that. But, that's going to come and go, right? It's going to be hot for a few days. It'll cool down. Then it'll get hot again, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Kind of can't make up its mind for a bit.
Well, that's better than it just being hot.
Yes. And the winds should not be too bad.
I like it.
Okay, let's jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They are delivering real-time information about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. President Trump is about to announce a new trade deal with the United Kingdom. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
The White House imposed a 10% tariff on nearly all British goods, just like it did with most other countries, and a 25% tariff on cars the UK exports to the U.S.
Trump says trade deals with other countries are in the works. The cardinals sequestered at the Vatican are about to reassemble for another round of voting to choose a new pope. Michael Sean Winters is a columnist for National Catholic Reporter.
I think things usually shake out on that third ballot. Then you really have a sense of who are the contenders, who has the momentum.
Bill Gates tells CBS Mornings he will give away virtually all his wealth and shut down his foundation by 2045. CBS's Stacey Lynn says that's about $200 billion.
He's hoping the money will help end some preventable diseases, as federal funding for many health, foreign aid, and public assistance programs has been slashed.
Gates says he'll save a little bit to buy hamburgers. CBS News Brief. I'm Michael Wallace.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. Police believe a stabbing that left a 14-year-old student dead and 2 others wounded outside Santa Ana High School Wednesday was gang-related.
All we know is that it appears that the victims were all Santa High School students, and we're still trying to determine whether the 2 suspects who remain outstanding were either students or maybe students at a different high school.
Natalie Garcia with Santa Ana Police. The 14-year-old died at the hospital. The 2 suspects fled the scene. Bill Scott resigns as chief of the San Francisco Police Department to become chief of LA Metro's future in-house police force.
When I first learned about Metro's vision to create this multi-layered safety model based on accountability and built around people, I saw something that felt ambitious and necessary.
LA Metro Board approved the creation of a new police department last year, citing an increase in crime. California is suing the Trump administration over billions of dollars in withheld funds for electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Governor Newsom, Attorney General Bonta announcing the suit. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org and get real-time information about the air that we breathe.
Military Appreciation Month brought to you by Progressive Insurance. The new movie Warfare recreates a firefight from the Iraq War. Navy SEAL Ray Mendoza, who co-wrote the film, says putting it on the big screen was one way veterans could talk about it openly.
20 years later, we never really talked about it at the time. You know, oftentimes you have to push that stuff down just to function in a war zone.
A riddle brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? Progressive protects them both. It was an easy riddle. Learn more at progressive.com.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, junior hot and crispy fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Mobile service vans come to you. Call El Centro Motors and schedule an appointment. They also have 3 locations in the valley, at the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at El Centro Motors.
KXO News. Carroll County Sheriff's Office with a press release on Winter Haven school shootings. Here is George Gale.
On Tuesday, May 6th, 2025 at approximately 9 p.m., the Imperial County Sheriff's Office was contacted by the Quezon Police Department in reference to an unidentified subject posting a potential threat of a shooting at a San Pascual school. The Imperial County Sheriff's Office and the Quezon Police Department worked together to locate the individual and who posted the screenshot of the threat on social media. Once that individual was located, statements were provided, and Imperial County Sheriff's Office investigators worked with the social media platform to identify the account holder who created and posted the initial threat. Investigators immediately conducted a follow-up with the account holder in Winter Haven. A subsequent search of the residence was conducted. No weapon was located. Juvenile suspect was identified at the residence. Juvenile was placed under arrest for criminal threats and booked into Imperial County Juvenile Hall. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
City of El Centro says its mass communications system is ready. It started in March, and they are now launching it to anyone interested. City says it is a way for the city to communicate with its residents. They can receive alerts on everything from emergencies to events. To participate, sign in on the El Centro website and choose how you want to be notified by text message, email, or voice call. All the details are available at the City of El Centro website. KXO Local News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
Missing child found. A 5-year-old child was reported missing recently. Here's George Gale.
The child was reportedly riding a bike in the desert. A bike ran out of gas, so the child began walking back to camp. Little girl apparently got lost. The worried parents called the Imperial County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff's Office organized a search, and within 3 hours, the child was found. Officials say the 5-year-old was a little dehydrated, but overall appeared to be in good condition. As a precaution, the child was taken to the hospital to be checked out. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Over 120 more cases filed. U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of California is reporting filing 124 border-related cases last week. District includes all of San Diego and Imperial counties. Cases filed include a variety of charges, including assault on a federal officer, bringing aliens into the country for financial gain, re-entering the U.S. after deportation, and importation of controlled substances. The district also prosecutes a significant number of proactive cases related to terrorism, organized crime, drugs, white-collar fraud, violent crime, cybercrime, human trafficking, and national security. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
And local news, page 2 is next. It is brought to you by Burgers and Beers, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, at happy hour from 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
Dippy Duck. Oh, yeah. May has been declared Water Safety Month. Here's George Gale.
The annual event was declared Tuesday by the IID Board of Directors at their meeting. Dippy Duck has been the IID's water safety ambassador for years. Once the month is officially declared, Dippy and his staff begin their tour. The objective is to educate the public, particularly local elementary school children, about the dangers of canals and the importance of staying away from them. IID Water Safety Campaign began in 1958. Dippy Duck became the official mascot of the campaign in 1966. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
I gotta say, as a little kid, I always thought Dippy Duck was so cool. And to this day, I've never swam in a canal. It worked. Road plan for Sealy, road work plan. County Public Works announced its road work starts today from El Centro Street, it starts on El Centro Street from Evan Hughes Highway, and it's going to Holt Avenue, that's it, in Sealy, and it will be closed for 32 days. The street improvements will close the street for 24 hours a day through June 12th. Public Works says a detour route will be posted. And there is a new exhibit. Pioneers Museum is presenting a new exhibit. Here's George Gale.
The exhibit is entitled The Scenes of the Southwest, features of the works of artist Pablo Garcia. It'll be on display at the museum through July 31st. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
Important Salton Sea events. The first is the Imperial Valley Salton Sea Conference. It is being hosted by Los Amigos de la Comunidad. The conference will be held May 9th, and it is free. The second event is the annual Salton Sea Workshop, and it is being hosted by the State Water Board on May 21st. They will present the annual report and discuss the status of the Salton Sea Management Program. The workshop will run from 9 a.m. and continue until 6 p.m. It is being held at the Coachella Valley Unified School District Boardroom on Church Street in Thermal. Spanish interpretation will be provided, as well as materials translated into Spanish. KXO News Time 7:48. We'll take a look at weather up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For May specials, try our Pineapple Martini or an ice-cold bottle of Busch Light for $3.99. May plate of the month is a machaca torta. And we now offer a new seasonal dessert, the Churro Ice Cream Sandwich. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says high pressure will build into the region today and strengthen further tomorrow into the weekend as we undergo a quick warm-up. Expect high temperatures across the Imperial and Yuma valleys back into the 90s today, followed by readings mainly between 100 and 105 degrees from Friday through Sunday. These hot temperatures will promote a moderate heat risk across much of the region. Eventually, an approaching dry weather system will bring cooling conditions early next week, with near to slightly below normal temperatures likely by Tuesday. 87 the high in the valley yesterday, 60 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 95, light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 70, west wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-northeast after midnight. Friday, sunny with a high near 103, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east in the afternoon. Sunny and hot on Saturday with a high near 107, north-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 107, west and southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. 73 degrees, 31% relative humidity, wind out of the west at about 3 miles an hour. Air quality moderate in Calexico, good everywhere else. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers & Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers & Beer.
Don't do it. Don't drive under the influence of any drug. Alcohol and marijuana are the most common drug often found in the blood of drivers involved in car crashes. You are 4 times more likely to get into an accident while drinking and driving. Statistics show that immediately after use of marijuana, 25 to 35% of users become impaired. Driving under the influence of marijuana is a serious criminal offense in every state. Have a designated driver to get you home safe. This message is brought to you by the Imperial County Sheriff's Office and funded by the Cannabis Tax Fund Grant Program.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action last night. The Knicks nipped the Celtics 91-90. The Knicks, with a 30-point fourth quarter, took the lead and held. Meanwhile, Thunder beat up on the Nuggets 149-106 when it was over. Coming up today, the Warriors and the Timberwolves will tee it up as the NBA playoffs continue.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in Major League Baseball, the Yankees came back and went 10 innings to beat the Padres 4-3. And elsewhere in Major League Baseball, the Dodgers beat up on the Marlins 10-1. Guardians over the Nationals 8-6. Astros blew past the Brewers 9-1. Cardinals shut out the Pirates 5-0. Giants dumped the Cubs 3-1. Mariners nipped the Athletics 6-5. The surprising Athletics. Mets over the Diamondbacks 7-1. Red Sox topped the Rangers 6-4. Phillies shut out the Rays 7-0. The Reds edged the Braves 4-3. Twins topped the Orioles 5-2. And the Royals nipped the White Sox 2-1. Tigers topped the Rockies 8-6. And the Angels edged the Blue Jays 5-4. And still waiting on word from Dylan Cease. He was dominant for 6 innings last night. Then he was done. And, initial reports were a cramp, and we'll see what happens. Elsewhere, the inaugural Kurt Arnold Golf Tournament is scheduled for today. The Kurt Arnold Memorial Golf Tournament will benefit the Imperial Valley Food Bank. That's it for this look at sports, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmht.org for more information about Pioneers.
Mother's Day is right around the corner, and your local grocery outlet has everything you need to make it a special one. Start her day with an amazing breakfast. We've got all the ingredients and all at amazing prices. And if you need ideas, check out our selection of gifts and novelties that Mom is sure to love. From flowers, plants, and scented candles to beauty and personal care items. We've got everything you need to make this Mother's Day one she'll remember. Stop by your neighborhood grocery outlet today.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Taking a look at news, the Bank of England has cut its main interest rate by 0.25 percentage point, citing lower UK inflation. The move, which had been widely expected, brings the main cost of borrowing in Britain to 4.25%. It is the fourth cut the central bank has made since it started reducing rates in August of last year. The central bank said in a statement that substantial progress on reducing inflation over the past 2 years has allowed us to gradually cut rates. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve in the U.S. decided not to lower its key overnight lending rate, which affects interest rates throughout the economy. And despite efforts from the White House, the Fed kept the rates at the previous level. Well, Ford is hiking the sticker price for the 3 U.S. models it imports from Mexico by up to $2,000 each, just days after executives said they didn't expect significant increases in industry-wide car prices this year. The price increase was disclosed in a memo sent to Ford dealerships. And what the memo said was the manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP, also known as the sticker price, would increase between $600 and $2,000 per vehicle, depending on the features. Ford said the price hike doesn't apply to vehicles currently on the lot, but will apply to those built after May 2nd. The price hikes apply to 3 models built in Mexico: the Ford Mustang Mach-E electric vehicle, the Maverick midsize pickup, and the Bronco Sport. Looking at Wall Street, we see green, the Dow up 120 points at 41,233. The S&P 500 up 13 at 5644. And the NASDAQ up 67 points at 17,804. Meanwhile, gold off $26.10 an ounce, oil up $1.57 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer
it will be sunny today with a high near 95, light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 70. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-northeast after midnight. Friday will be sunny with a high near 103. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming east in the afternoon. And we have 74 degrees, 30% relative humidity, wind out of the west at about 3, air quality moderate in Calexico, good everywhere else. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service in the Valley, offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Ooh, Del Taco? Yep, they got these new boxes that are loaded with my fave.
Can I get a Del, yeah?
Del, yeah.
What was that?
Oh, I bring these guys everywhere. Really enhances the experience.
Introducing El Big Boxes from Del Taco. Choose from the $5 Clásico, the $7 Mex Faves, and $9 Amerimex box. More food, more flavor, more value. Only at Del Taco.
Del, yeah. Price of participation may vary.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Trump says the U.S. and Britain have reached a trade deal. He spoke about it moments ago.
There won't be any red tape. Things are going to move very quickly both ways.
Trump said it will give American industry more access to the U.K. CBS's Willie James Inman at the White House.
A deal here could perhaps be good for the United Kingdom and good for the United States, as the president says. We, of course, know that there are billions of dollars worth of trade. This is the first of those major trade deals that we have been waiting to hear about.
Overseas, so far, the smoke has only been black. Atop the Sistine Chapel after 3 ballots as cardinals consider who will be the next pope. CBS's Chris Livesay is in Rome, waiting to see white smoke, which would signify a choice has been made.
Nobody really expected it to be white this early in the game, but that means nothing. I mean, there are always those knots in your stomach as you're waiting for it. When you talk to people on the streets, especially if you talk to Italians, they want an Italian. I mean, they point out the fact that it's been 3 papacies since there's been an Italian. There's a good chance that the next pope could be African or Asian.
The Trump administration's invoking the state secrets privilege in an apparent bid to avoid answering a judge's questions about its mistaken deportation of Kilmar Abrego Garcia to El Salvador. The chaotic situation at Newark Airport over the past week and a half is the backdrop for Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy's major announcement that stands to impact all airports. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
Secretary Duffy plans to unveil his plan for that new technology for the upgrades to the air traffic control system. It's likely to be a multi-billion-dollar, multi-year effort. The FAA is dealing with antiquated equipment that's decades old.
A Michigan jury failing to reach a verdict in the trial of a former Grand Rapids police officer who fatally shot a Congolese immigrant at a traffic stop in 2022. Today is VE Day, marking the end of World War II in Europe 80 years ago.
I'm Vicky Barker in London. As Big Ben struck noon, Britons bowed their heads for a 2-minute silence. King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and wife Kate joined World War II veterans in Westminster Abbey for a service that echoed the one held here 80 years ago when tens of thousands of Londoners poured through its doors to give thanks. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 123 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers. T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power Charge that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/55 to learn more. With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
A 10-year legal fight over a land swap in Arizona has reached a critical point.
Members of the Apache Nation rallied outside the federal courthouse in Phoenix as a judge heard legal arguments over a plan by a multinational company to mine copper on land Native Americans consider sacred.
The United States has a trust responsibility to the Native Americans, and they forfeit all that right in front of us.
Supporters of the proposed mine in the Tonto National Forest say it will create jobs and pump $1 billion into the Arizona economy each year. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Arraignment set for today for the man accused of crashing a vehicle through the front gate of Jennifer Aniston's California home. The 48-year-old Mississippi man is facing several felonies. Authorities say he has harassed her with emails and voicemails. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.
1230